I literally don't know why on earth am I making these videos, because at this point it's like I'm beating on a dead horse. Maybe someone can resurrect the horse so I can beat it some more properly, but like most people do understand the absolute state of Western comic books. I mean, one manga, just one, I believe it's Demon Slayer, outsold more than all of the Western comic book industry put together. That manga is not the most amazing piece of literature that humanity has put together. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't justify why comic books like Superman, Batman, Star Wars can put together to outsell just one issue of manga. That's bizarre. That is just, it's not even colored. It's black and white. I mean, these people need to write a book on how they managed to ruin an industry so phenomenally well. I mean, it takes experts to do something like this. And I want to point out just how ruined the industry is, that you just know by looking at the cover. You don't even need to open the books anymore. Like if I were to walk into a store right now and I gotta choose between these two issues, there's not even a choice. I mean, I'm like, my God, it would be child abuse to buy this for your kids, by the way, because the kids deserve better. They genuinely deserve better entertainment. Let me just look at it and analyze it, right? So I believe this is fan art from the video game Old Republic 2011, but like you can compare them because it's still like the drawing and the art, right? Even if it's not a comic book, but you look at it, and what do you see? Well, first of all, if this was like a World War II scenario where you have like a strong woman in the front lines, I would be against it because it would be historical, it's inaccurate, but it's Star Wars and it works because it's a galaxy far, far away. Like maybe the women in that galaxy are just as strong or even stronger than the men, right? So I have no problem, no issue with this. And it shows something very serious going on. It shows an epic battle. And it's also interesting because of the story. The Empire just came back, and the Republic is being taken by surprise, and they don't know how they're going to push them back. Okay, it's not trying to stuff a message down your throat. It doesn't tell you to vote Democrat. It just takes you away from the real world and all of the problems that you're facing, and it tries to immerse you into a universe, and the focus is on the characters. The focus is not on just like trying to morally lecture about something. And then you have this garbage. Like, what the hell is this? You know my like the smallest detail that really makes me angry about it? It's like these little aliens that are clinging on for their lives as this thing whooshes past. I am so sick of this like insert humor everywhere type of thing. These are Jedis going into battle, lightsaber on, right? So they're attacking something. And you have like these aliens just like, why do you do this? It's like they're trying to copy the Marvel Cinematic Universe into literally everything they put out. And do you know why they do this? Because they have absolutely no creativity. None whatsoever. They just look at something, okay, that was popular. Can we have some of that in here? And I know it because I speak with AAA game developers. When you have a big YouTube channel, you have people contacting you and they talk with you. And I know people who worked at Blizzard and they were literally given a Disney poster. And it's like, we want some of that. We want that vibe in here. And they modify it so it doesn't look the same. But like, they just don't want creativity anymore. Like these companies literally rip off the soul from their artists. They don't want artists. They want corporate drones. This is why the drawing is so shit. And I'll tell you, it's like, oh no, it's art. Art is subjective. You can't. No, listen, okay? I will give you the objective standard of measuring art. These hands cannot create art. Anything that these hands do is shit, okay? I can't do this. No matter how much I try, no matter how much I would struggle, I would never be able to do something like this. This looks professional. It's well polished. There's a lot of details going on here. Like, this is just amazing. This crap, this I can do. With a little bit of training, I'm pretty sure I can do this. Like if I spend just a couple of months learning how to do, I will be able to do that stuff. And even then I see like free artists that just draw something, like even hentai artists, they draw much better than this. Like this is just awful. And the reason it's awful because they don't hire based on talent anymore. They want corporate drones. They want mindless zombies that do what they're told, spew some political garbage, because this is the purpose of the old republic in 2021. Okay, when everything is political, and you wouldn't hear and you wouldn't care about these artists' political leanings if it wasn't for the old republic. It's just like a vector for them to spew some more politics at the market. Go on Twitter. No, I'm not kidding. Like, go on Twitter and listen to these people that are drawing comic books. CNN anchors do not talk about politics as much as these people do. It's almost like they need to compensate for something. It's almost like they wanted to go into any other industry, but unfortunately they ended up in the comic book industry. Look at this. Here on the left, you see some cool stuff, that gets on with this gunslinger. He's like using this for cover and he's in a battle or something. At this point, I can't even tell if this is satire or not. Like, I really want to believe it's satire, but can you be sure? Like I genuinely can't tell the difference. And that's the problem. I should be able to tell the difference. I should say, okay, this is satire, or no, this is just actual thing. Lightsaber scissors. This must be satire. Is it? Like, someone tell me in the comment section, because I genuinely cannot tell at this point. I mean, it's just, and like you have certain fans. Like, by the way, the fans of this are some of the most toxic fans I ever seen in a fandom in my entire life. If you do not agree with them that this is amazing, they will literally attack you. Like, they are vicious about it. And by the way, all of this started as like, we need to ban all of the bad people from the fandom. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they just actively say, no, we need to ban right-winger in order to have more diversity. Because the idea is that right-wingers are offensive people, and they're misogynist, they're toxic, and they scare off the women, and they scare off the minorities. And yet the fandoms that they create is still filled with white folk, but they're toxic as fuck. Like, if you don't think Rey is the bestest ever, they will literally send you death threats, which I understand I should take seriously now. I didn't used to take death threats seriously, but after reading the media, it's like, oh my god, like, I was unaware there's such a big issue on the internet. Skullfuck47 says he's going to shank you in the shower, and you're like, oh my god, I need to double check, because I want to go to the bathroom now. What if Skullfuck47 is in there? He sent me a death threat on the internet. But yeah, it's just like, it's the most bizarre thing ever. I mean, this is where we started. This is like something that used to be in the past, and like everyone's saying, oh, you don't like Rey because you're a misogynist. Well, I'm sorry, but Bastille was like really great. Like, these were really well polished characters that had actual emotions and depth to them, and the story moved because of the decisions the character did, and it didn't move because the writer wanted to push a message and use the characters as props and mouthpieces. And yeah, it's just like, it's so depressing, like when you think about it, because usually, I'm pretty sure you guys like listen to the Quartering and other people, and you're already fed up. Like, you know everything that there is to tell, but every now and then I just take a step back and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I was so happy in 2011. I was so happy because you could just disconnect yourself from real life. You could just enjoy a fucking video game that was made for you, the player. All right, not the game journalist, not the gatekeeper, but no, you, the player. Like, they knew the market, they knew what people wanted, and they did that. Like, they knew, okay, who plays Old Republic? Mostly teenage boys. All right, give them, what do teenage boys like? Big tits and violence. Give them that shit. And then they would look like The Sims. Who plays The Sims? Boys and girls. All right, well, let's see. What do the girls want? More clothing, accessories, more rooms, more furniture, more. Give them that shit, It's the market. Like, there is no market that sells to human. This is the beauty in living in capitalism. You have different products. You have like a shampoo for guys, shampoo, air conditioning for girls. Like that. Why would you just make a product that's for everyone? Because then no one will enjoy it. Like, for example, fun fact. Do you know that slots machines, for example, casino games. Like, apparently, that seems to be something that elderly women enjoy. Like, it's got like a big demographic of the elderly women. Is that a bad thing? Like, should we change slots games now in order to make it more appealing, to get more men into it? Absolutely not. But anyway, right. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.